Libra, hi. Hi Libra, again for the second time. Hi, 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 hello, how are you? Libra, I wasn't planning on doing another video today. I just finished Virgos, and then I uploaded it, and then I realised that I had to set my camera back up so that I could take a picture for the little thumbnail. So I was like, well, I didn't tidy my cards up, they're still there, so I sort of figured I might as well do another reading and do yours, Libra. So everything happens for a reason, so we're just going to go with it and see what comes up. So let me just figure out what I want to do with the cards. I'm actually really wanting to pull for you an animal spirit, and I haven't used this deck on the channel for a while, or even just for a while in general. I haven't really personally found it's been calling to me in my own personal practice, but I'm well acquainted with it, and it is a fantastic and beautiful deck. So, seeing as this is an impromptu reading anyway, best move my tea so the cards don't fall into the tea. We'll go with the animal spirits. So for my beautiful Libras, this is good if you are Libra Sun, Moon or Ascendant. So just check your placements on a birth chart. I love Libras. Every Libra that I've ever met has always been so incredibly gentle and just caring and compassionate. And you're awesome. So, Zebra. Moving away from the pack, moving away from conformity, moving away from just blending into the background, blending into the pack, right? Because Libras, zebras, Libra, zebra. I love the way these work out sometimes. Libra, zebra, this is you, my friend. Libra, zebra. Zebras always move around in big, huge herds, right? We're not talking like a couple, we're talking about like hundreds of these bad boys move around, right? So this can definitely represent a very big group at large, be it society, a culture, religion, you know, anything that just involves a very large number of people around you that you've been a part of, or you've been unconsciously a part of and you've not been aware up until now. But this is you sort of turning away from that, right? It's kind of you shifting and changing your focus, because it's almost like, you see this triangle here, it's almost like your third eye, right? It's like something's been blocked. Some sort of ability for you to envision or channel or access some sort of information has been blocked, and something's obviously happened to cause this kind of like arrow of information to just go straight into your mind space, right? And suddenly now it's like Libra is suddenly going against the grain. I'm just kind of seeing like all this patterning in the back here. And you're definitely turning away, and you're turning your sights towards like a different group or a different direction or a different, you know, corporation or business, or just a different culture, right? A different way of doing things, but a different way of doing things that involves a multitude of other people, right? So I want to pull another animal spirit for my Libra zebras, which is interesting because, you know, I haven't used this deck in a good while. But here we go. Do I want that one? No, not that one. Not that one, Libra. Maybe you're being very particular, very selective, perhaps, of who's joining your new herd. Could be. We had two. We had the swan and the earthworm. So this is either an individual or it is a business, a larger, wider group, a wider environment, right? It can either be representing a, you know, one ideal, one aim, one goal, one collective effort, right? Or it can represent multiple people around you that are sort of carrying this energy. But, you know, the swan always carries this energy of like being very calm on the surface, but kind of like panicking, right? Underneath the water, it's sort of like flapping its little toes in the water, like, I promise I've totally got this. But you're churning through something really quite magnificently here, right? Because we've got the earthworm. People so often overlook earthworms, or they find them gross or disgusting or whatever. But what you don't know, or you might not know, is that earthworms are literally critical to our environment. Like, earthworms literally provide nutrients and aerate the soil. And if they didn't do their job, we basically wouldn't be here, because we wouldn't be able to grow our veggies, we wouldn't be able to grow our foods. The ecosystems would basically collapse. So they are so important, but they kind of spark this sort of weird visceral like feeling in a lot of people, right? That kind of is like, you kind of don't want to involve yourself with it, right? You don't want to touch it, you don't want to get down there and kind of, you know, get involved with it. So the message that I'm kind of getting here is, if this is representing another person, it's kind of like someone that you don't particularly trust, or something that you're not really trusting, right? Because they kind of have, I do really feel like this is probably a person. It's coming through very much like a person now, right? So you've been Libra Zebra, you've shifted away from a particular herd, a particular group, collective of people, or, you know, a program, or just anything that involves a collective experience, right? You've shifted away from that now, and there's like someone in your vicinity that you don't really trust. You can't quite sum them up. You get this weird visceral reaction when you see them, and you just don't really trust them, right? Because you're kind of getting these reflections, these reflective mirrors here. It's sort of like an illusion. But I do want to say that whoever this person is for you, Libra, they're doing something really important. So it might be something that you might not necessarily feel like you want to be involved with, or you might get bad vibes from this person, or uneasy vibes, but they're doing something really important. They're kind of turning like shit to gold, right? They're sort of like, the earthworm has that very alchemical, magician-esque kind of energy to it, because, you know, it's literally like, oh, sorry, I just had a notification say I had 10% left on my phone, so hopefully this doesn't die before I get to the end of this video. But we carry on. You know, earthworms literally, like, their feces, like, nutriize? That's absolutely not a word. I don't even know why I went to say that. Pour nutrients into the soil, right? And bring forth life. So this might be someone really down in the trenches, you know, and you might, I don't know, just not, you're not seeing this person actually for what they are, right? You're kind of having a bit of an opinion on them, which you're getting from just like the first meeting, or you know, it's sort of a very, sorry, I just saw it the wrong way. Let me just take another one. Woo! Sorry, I really don't like it when people like fully put their cups just like in your face on YouTube, but I literally, like I said, I didn't expect to do this video. I poured a cup of tea and then I was like, oh, I need to take a picture of a thumbnail, and then here we are. So anyway, I digress. Something about this person makes you feel uncomfortable, right? But you're not cluing them up correctly. And usually as a Libra, right, you're an air sign. You're sort of very tuned into, you know, getting a vibe off of someone, getting a correct first impression. Usually your gut feelings, right, the feelings that you get in your belly are usually pretty bang on when you first meet someone, but it's not the case this time, Libra. I do want to say something about this person makes you uncomfortable, but something that they're doing is actually really important. And I feel like if you knew the depths of what this person was actually contributing, or the work that they were doing, the level of work that they were actually doing, you would appreciate it so much more. And you would kind of see them not as like this ugly duckling, but you would kind of see them as this beautiful swan. Like, God, man, fair play you being down there and doing that job. Fair play. Like, I couldn't do that, but whatever it is they're doing is highly important. It's just strange reading, but I'm sure it'll make sense for the Libra zebra out there. So we'll get a bit more for my beautiful Libras. The green woman. Let me just take a moment, Libra, because this is a very powerful spirit that really requires just like a moment to, well, just to hold space and to actually see what it is that they're wanting to bring forward. Yeah, there's something about this individual here, right? This earthworm swan. Or if you're really resonating with this as like, this is a, you know, a business, a company, a new group of people, right? Okay, could be a new group of people that at first you're a bit like, whoa, no, not into that, man, not into that. And then suddenly it's like, actually, what you're doing is really cool. When you start to ask questions and you start to search a little bit deeper, you're like, oh wow, actually this is my tribe, man. This is my people. These are the people that I want in my world. Not this previous, you know, zebra conforming, just very dull, very black and white. I mean, there's just no color, is there? It's just black and white. And then, oh, but this is you, Libra, right? All these beautiful colors, these passions, these desires, this creativity, this just absolute fountain, right? You're made of the same stuff as whatever this is. So it might not be a person, right? This might be like a group of people, a culture, a subculture, you know, a volunteering group that you're trying to join in, or a group in the community. That suddenly you've left your sort of way of living, your way of moving through the world, and you're searching for that tribe sort of, you know, to feel like you can share things with. And at first you're a bit like, no, that's not them. And then swiftly you actually realize that you're really made of the same stuff, right? All this colorful essence. When you strip away the layers and when you strip away the illusions, right? All this illusion and all these layers, and you get right down to the nitty gritty of it, you're the same. And it might take a little bit of nurturing and a little bit of self-expansion and, you know, opening yourself up to new ideas and new ways of being. But that's already started, you know, Libra, that's already started here. But quickly you realize this is where I belong, right? And with this green woman energy here, she is absolute like chaos, but very sacred chaos, right? It's not chaos that's destructive unless there's a reason behind it. She's not chaos just for the sake of uprooting people, shaking people up, making them feel uncomfortable. You know, she's like Kali, right? The great Kali in Hinduism. It's that kind of vibe. It's like the chaos instigator in order to inflict great and incredible change. The chaos tool of the sacred, right? She literally comes in just like a wild flame and just tears everything up and shakes you up, you know? It's like Libra's just kind of been sat there like, you know, just following the cattle, following the herd, you know, walking across the plains. And then suddenly it's like, you know, the Roadrunner out of Looney Tunes, just like that, just comes straight past you. And then just completely takes you out of the flow of it, completely out of the swing. But it happened to make you look up, right? So some sort of a chaos agent, be this a person, an event, a group of people, something that you didn't really resonate with before, you might not have ever really given enough of a chance to, has suddenly come in and you've just gone, whoa, that was wild. That has just like kicked me out of my funk by force. But then eventually over time you're like starting to analyze it. You know, you're a Libra, you're extremely analytical, very, very deep. You analyze it and, you know, you figure it out and you think about it, and then you're like, ah, wait, good did come out of that. Oh my God, like my perspective's shifting now. Like I want to join in this cause, or I want to join that community or that group of people. I want to be a nomad. I just want to hang up my suit and tie, and I just want to, you know, get in a van and then just drive and find some sort of commune of hippies out in the Nevada desert. You know, it's that kind of a like boof. Suddenly you're just completely turning away from everything that you've known because you're wild, right? You're wild. You're not meant to be this zebra Libra. You're meant to be a wild horse. You're meant to carve your own path and carve your own future and your own destiny. Dance to the beat of your own drum, right? But you've been in this just very repetitive kind of cycle for a long time, and it's like you just don't even resonate with that lifestyle anymore, you know? Suddenly this chaos agent just comes in, wild, free, raw, primal earth energy, right? Look how green well, she's called the green woman, right? But you know, even this individual here, it looks like the green man, right? So it's like the green woman and the green man, which is like literally the primordial essence of the earth, of the tribes, of the shamans, you know, those people that would dance around a fire and bang a drum and just howl at the moon. You know, it's that kind of an essence. That's actually what you're made of, Libra, not the suit and tie. Yeah? So give whatever this is that you're a little bit untrusting of, and it's interesting actually, because Virgo had this element of sort of an untrusting, but the storyline was very different in the end. But obviously being your neighbour, you know, there might be some sort of mirroring elements, but the message is to trust it, Libra, trust it, explore what this could do to how you see the world and how you move through the world and how you relate to yourself. Explore it, Libra. I can't see anything bad here. In fact, if anything, I can see a pot of gold that's waiting for you at the end of the rainbow. Libra, thank you so much for watching. I hope there was something in there for you. If not, it was a general reading, as I said, so hopefully something will be in my next one. But Libra, you rock. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye, Libra.